Police in England and Wales will treat violence against women as a hate crime if the victim believes it was motivated by misogyny. That decision comes after the government came under intense pressure to respond to the murder of Sarah Everard earlier in March.
I will advise the House that, on an experimental basis, we will ask police forces to record and identify any crimes of violence against the person, including stalking and harassment and sexual offences, where the victim perceives it has been motivated by hostility based on their sex.
Well, the move's been praised by women's rights campaigners. It'll be trialled in the autumn and, if deemed a success, put forward as law. It's reported 8 in 10 women have endured harassment. Only 10% of them, though, actually file a complaint. They don't think the police will pursue the case. Our guests debated the significance of categorising gender-based violence as hate crime.
I'm actually against the concept of hate crime entirely. The contents of people's souls is not practically knowable to courts or the police. The evidence is the perception of the victim or a witness. Forces are informed that if they are perceived to not take the complaint seriously enough, then they can be subject to disciplinaries. So we can't even hope for sensible responses from sensible officers.
There are men, many men, who are still seeing women as objects, people who they can harass and get away with that because there are no laws that, are against this. We see, as an example, in England now there is kind of a decriminalization of rape because women are scared to denounce, the rapist. They don't take them to court. I was looking at the numbers the other day and they're appalling. We see that women are really scared because they feel that the law is not on their side.
I've got the YouGov poll that came out today here, and some of the forms of sexual harassment listed are that someone's commented on your attractiveness to you, wolf whistled at you, looked at your breasts, winked at you, directed a sexual joke at you. These things are happening to women. They are not on a spectrum from rape to comments about your attractiveness.
Everything starts from words. Words are like stones. So you don't have to throw, words. It's like hate, and racism. You don't have to make jokes of fun, against someone only because of the color of the skin, because eventually it will increase, and then you will become violent physically.
I would rather not censor that kind of speech. I would rather combat that with more speech. The answer to problematic, wrong speech is more speech.
It's a cultural problem. It comes also from religion. Unfortunately, monotheistic religions, always put a man onto a pedestal and women, there to listen to it. Women were relegated to the kitchens. So there is a long, way to go still, unfortunately. But everything helps. Everything helps.
If you read Laura Bates's recent book, Men Who Hate Women, and listen to her rhetoric, she absolutely wants criticism of feminism to be criminalized, and this is the first step on that road, and I have very little doubt that it will be used in that way.